Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Hive members on Twitch. Hope you all are doing amazing today. It is day 44 of my 90-day challenge. I am to the halfway point. And yeah, it's been quite a journey. We hit a new low today for myself. As of this morning, I am at 196.8. So from January, so I've lost about 4.8, I think. 201. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 4.2. Yeah, 4.2 pounds. I think that's right. But yeah, it's been quite a journey so far. Hoping to keep going. It definitely was super amazing to finally step on the scale and not seeing 200. But once again, just definitely not take this for granted and just keep going. And that's why it's really important for this next few weeks to stay true to to the plan as much as possible for myself. um Definitely, once again, those first 5 weeks were very pivotal in just slowing things down and having those conversations at the same time, fulfilling your nutrient filling your body with its nutrients requirements. Very important, very key in just making it easier to start removing things from our our current lifestyle, right? So hopefully, you guys have seen some changes. It may not be on the scale, but hopefully physical changes, mood changes, and just feeling a lot more energy, clarity, right? So very important. So this next few weeks, next 5 weeks are very important to finally just start, hammer and chisel and just start chiseling away with towards our health goals, right? So once again, just definitely just keep yourself fueled as much as possible with water, and also with what do you call it, with just eating the right nutrients, right? Very important, right? So but yeah, today was finally the phone call I've been, waiting for, dreading at the same time, right? To just don't know what my doctor was gonna say about my blood work. From last Monday on the 9th, right? February 9th was when I took my blood work. And at that time, I lost about 15 pounds, right? So I don't know what my doctor was gonna say from with that result. I know when I did my blood work in November, so every 3 months, um, I didn't get a phone call, so I thought, and at the same time, I was already in my third month of hiatus away from the program that I did in July and August, right? 60 days out of 90-day program. I didn't know what to. I thought, that yeah, I didn't get a phone call, so I thought, okay, it must be good if I don't get a phone call. Maybe I'm just maintaining. I guess the 18 pounds that I lost in August was probably enough to keep things clean for 3 months. At least that's what I was hoping for. So, but yeah, this phone call, unfortunately, let's start with the good and the bad. The good part is, yeah, everything. My sugar levels were clear. Everything looked good. I told him about, I was eating a lot better. A hybrid of the paleo diet, with some changes, with certain steps to follow. And then, yeah, just I just definitely started eating a lot better, right? I did not tell him, the full extent of what I'm doing. Like, okay, I remove carbohydrates, I remove sugar, caffeine, I don't drink alcohol or smokes, and all that wonderful stuff that we were removing from week 1 to week 5, right? So I should have told him that, okay, well, that's all I'm eating. I did tell him all I'm eating at the moment is vegetable, proteins, a lot of water, air exercise, breathing. And then also I told him, during that conversation that, okay, I'm taking avocado oil. And he said, oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's good fat. So yeah, I mean, so far, yeah, everything looked great. The bad news, everything looked great except for one. So that's why he called me, is because my cholesterol levels was a little bit higher than he feels comfortable with, right? Especially with my situation with my diabetes, and then also my high blood pressure, right? He wanted that to go down quite a bit. So he did give me two options for dealing with that, whether he's going to send me to a specialist to help me with that, or taking the cholesterol pills once again. So I definitely was not up to just I wanted to deal it with myself, right? So I didn't take the offer to see a specialist, right? Because I don't want to have any detours. I don't want to have any conflicts with the 90 days that I'm doing, right? Because I'm feeling great. I'm not feeling sick whatsoever. There are some instances, especially 2 Mondays ago, where doing the blood work, I was like, oh man, I'm lightheaded, and I just, okay, I need to eat something, right? I'm not gonna make it home for our the meals that we've been prepping. We already prepped, right? So I had some, yeah, last week was just a lot of stuff, right? So but once again, that that was um due to, that wasn't even part of the blood work, right? So that was the week 2 Mondays ago, right? So but yeah, it was just yeah, a lot that has happened. And definitely, I feel great. I'm not even feeling sick. I don't want to jinx that moment, because my wife and my youngest son are, having, not feeling well. So my youngest is not going to be heading to school tomorrow, right? So, but yeah, I mean, overall, once again, it's been really good so far. And once again, I started a year at 213.6, and I'm down to 196.8. So very important to stay true. So yeah, right now I'll just be taking the cholesterol pills. I went through like three different types of cholesterol pills just to find, one that works. And unfortunately, the only one that was a lot better was the first one, because the other two that was supposed to replace the first one, I just getting symptoms. And the worst one for me is muscle soreness, muscle spasm, right? And that's why it's been really hard for me back in 2020, 2021 ish, to get back into running, because even just a simple walk warm up before run. I've been getting cramps, and then in my calves, um, and then the other statin medications that I got. It's like even from breathing, I was getting muscle soreness on my rib area, right? And it's just like just probably from the CPAP machine that I have, right? But yeah, it's just yeah for myself, that is my symptoms with statins, right? It's just I get soreness, and I rather do that because right now I'm not running, right? I'm sacrificing, running just to prove during this 90 challenge that you don't need any in all fitness levels can participate in doing this, and it's just once again is you just need enough activity, enough to raise your heart rate enough just to trigger that furnace to start burning the fuel that we have stored within us, making the body believe that we were in winter season, and now telling our body, especially doing the walk sessions, that okay, now we're into moving into post winter, moving into what we call spring mode, right? So just telling the body, okay, well, let's get back out there. Let's start hunting again uh, for food, right? So we're trying to trick our bodies to letting us, flip that switch that it's time for it's the spring mode. So let's start releasing our storage. There's no longer a need for us to store for the winter and ration to last for the winter, right? So yeah, I definitely we'll play it by ear for this next 3 months. So let's see, February 9. Let's check my calendar here. So February 9, uh, March, April, May. So sometime around May 4, and Mondays are the only times that's easier for me because that's my Mondays are my day offs, right? And obviously, these life labs don't usually open on the weekend, right? So yeah, May 4th, may the force be with me. I just realized that yeah, may the force be with me on that day that my blood work and my cholesterol level has greatly reduced. That my doctor will be let's put that in here, lab work, that my doctor is comfortable this time with my results, because once again this is just the start of the journey, right? So definitely it's going to be very we'll see now after completing a 90-day challenge, right? And we're halfway there, and so far everything's good except for that one department. And I'll just have to definitely fine tune things, right? Whether it's I don't know, maybe it's the proteins that I'm having. Maybe I need to reduce, maybe just lean cut meats or chicken or something, or so that's the only thing I can think of. Obviously, I'm not eating any other things with my carbohydrates, no sugars, no coffee, or no dairy products were part of that changes, right? And I definitely will see, in May 4th, what the results are. If just staying true, and then just for now taking the cholesterol pills. I don't know what my frequency is. Before I was doing it daily every night, and that's when the cramping was happening. Then we reduced it twice, and then a week, and then down to once a week until now. This past, like I said, past 6 months, I've never taken the statin pills, right? So the cholesterol pills. So as of now, I'm gonna try at least twice a week. Okay, I'll try every second day, and then we'll go. We'll see how my body feels. If I'm feeling soreness in my muscles, then we'll do it every every 3 days. So kind of like twice a week, right? And if it's still sore, then once will be the final one. Because I definitely zero didn't help my my results with my doctor. So we'll just definitely try for now every second day, and then we'll move towards. Well, we'll see how it goes after that. Then we'll change depending on the situation. All right. Well, definitely, I'm not gonna keep this longer than I did yesterday. What was supposed to be 11 minute became 44 minute. Just I guess pet peeve of mine, right? So yeah, at this point, once again, I having my conversation with my doctor, telling him all that information. I lost 50 pounds. I'm doing a hybrid of the paleo. I should have told him I'm not eating any sugar or carbohydrates or any sweet stuff anymore, right? But then for now, he even said it himself, right? It's not lifestyle. It's not changing the way you eat at this point. It's because your current situation with your high blood pressure and your diabetes. So the program's not the. I would like to say the program's not the problem at this point, but I'll still fine tune it. Right? As I said, it's not the lifestyle. It's not the your food choices at this point. Right? Even it's yeah. I mean, your body has changed in a different situation with with the diabetes and whatnot, but I still believe I can reverse this, or at least post diabetes, right? That keeping in the hopefully in a low state or a dormant state, right? And but it's definitely really up to me to stay true to sticking with a plan and just altering between every 5 weeks, every seasonal mode, right? So it's really as they say, the ball is in my court, right? And what I do with it is going to determine my overall health and my lifestyle and my future, right? So you guys got to decide that for yourselves as well. That each day that the choices that you make each day really pivots that tomorrow or 5 days from now or 1 week from now or even 1 month from now, right? It's um you know if you're not feeling great or you're feeling sluggish or you're feeling sick, it's because of a choice that you made in the past, right? These things don't just pass through. The stuff we eat, the choices we make, that doesn't just pass through us in 24 hours. It's gonna take at least days for that to be implemented, and the results will manifest in days to weeks to months times, right? So depending on your DNA, right? So yeah, yeah, it bites, right? I was just, obviously, once again, just as they say, uh, fear of things and positive things, they're both constructive, right? So fears gets amplified with, um, stuff of we talk ourselves out of it, or we talk why it doesn't work, or or dangers, same as, oh no, we got this, all that positive stuff as well, right? So yeah, it bites, right? That, I was just, this is, one whole month, or a month plus, right? And then doing my blood work, and just like, okay, hoping that I will have, you know constructive thinking that, I'll be reducing my medication, but obviously that's not the case. And it's not really the worst case scenario. These things might have popped up that we might not expect, but at least, it's something that, is controllable by, unfortunately, well, for now, medication, right? But definitely going to do something on my end to make sure that, we can clean up the nutritional side. So right now we're looking at the proteins. Me and my wife, to see if, we can make some changes. But obviously, the changes will only be made. The results will only arrive 3 months from now, right? So just definitely just gotta stay true to that as much as we can, right? Adherence is definitely the key to, this current period of the program, right? So once again, always continue to eat your 6 to 8 drink your 6 to 8 glasses of water, just to make sure that, especially if you're eating a lot of protein, it's not, the myth of, eating too much proteins will back you up. It's just what are we accompanying with that protein? If you're not drinking enough hydration, you're making that stool, not as soft as it needs to be, right? If you're not incorporating, your fruits and vegetables, or, that are high in fiber, you're not helping that push right out of your system, right? So yeah, that's the thing. It's, everything works in hand to make your overall health. So as always, just since day one, continue to observe. Also, yeah, continue to observe your dialogue, right? So um, just continue this plan as of now for myself for next few weeks, which is, vegetables, proteins, water, and a breathing exercise to manage your stress levels, right? And keeping it as low as possible, not to trigger a fight or flight mode, right? So, and which overall, tips as well to make sure you're not getting to keeping the switch in the spring mode, right? Rather than in the winter mode. It's just, once again, just avoid anything that tastes sweet. And once again, there's certain vegetables that will taste sweet, such as carrots, right? Um, and once again, this is not a calorie counting, calorie restriction portion. Just most important is that you eat. If you starve yourself, or come to the closest point where your body's feels like it's not getting enough fuel, hence, once again, the body's going to hold on to that, and you're back into winter season and holding on to the fat and rationing it out as long as you can, right? So definitely, once again, just avoid as much stressful situation as much as possible. All right. So once again, drink a lot of water and take a nice brisk walk as much as possible. Any snacks that, that like nuts, vegetable sticks, your green mix, dried meals, boiled eggs, or for myself, sardine fast, right? Definitely help, create those little moments here and there, if you're feeling it, right? So All right, I'll definitely end it there. Thank you so much, all who's been watching these and complimenting. Means a lot to me. Your support means a lot to me, right? So it has just kept me motivated and keep moving forward, right? And staying healthy, not only just for myself, but for my family, my kids, and my community. It helps a lot. Just persevere through just these challenges, right? So, and you guys have been following the journey with me, and thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I do my very best to just make sure it's be as honest, not you know it's not all the tip of the iceberg, but there's a lot that's going on underneath as well, right? That's just just seeing the surface level of the results, but there's more going on, right? So I'm trying to share as much as I can. That obviously keeping us private as well. To it's not just only me, but my family and those close to me as well. Just trying to keep that as private as much, and just share my story, my POV, right? My version. So thank you all. So once again, this is being streamed on 3 different platforms: Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. If you definitely want to stay connected, feel free to scan the QR code. It is link sends to my website with my social links on there, and updates, right? Yeah, or you can head over to coachryanj.com. That's yeah, once again, that's in here in the link. Excuse me. And then yeah, if this has been super helpful to you, feel free to like or give it a thumbs up, follow or subscribe, whichever platforms you're on. And yeah, hit those notification buttons to stay up to date on my 90-day journal journey, and see if it might be a right fit for you, or for someone else that may who are looking, right? And just this is another path that they might try and see. It might work for them, right? So, or definitely just share this with them, and then they can decide for themselves if they really want this as much as they do, right? As much as I want to finally just be back to where I was in 2020, right? So, but yeah, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. And as always, just definitely continue to raise your environment. I'm definitely creating this environment to just definitely make it, easy for you to, feel at home, share your story without judgment, right? And that's the importance of why I'm creating this community, creating these channels, for that support, right? To just, to definitely be able to you know be yourself and sharing your struggles with others that been through those struggles as well, and remind you that you're not alone, and that you can see that it is possible. It's just really up to you to finally believe in yourself, and ask yourself the question, why not, right? Why not me, right? If someone else can do it, and their situations is a lot rougher than what I'm going through, then why not me be able to hit those health goals? Live in that version that I see myself, right? Why not me? So definitely, once again, environment is key as you're finding answers for yourself, so that now you're able to finally raise yourself up with the help and support of this community, so that one day you'll be that help and support in your own environment, your own community, your friends, your families, and your colleagues. A simple helping hand, a phone call, reaching out to uh, see how people are doing can go a long way in igniting that fuel that's been dormant. And once again, this program is built on three pillars: reset, reclaim, and rise up. Right. So uh, definitely, once again, just go through those stages and be able to reinvent yourself each and every day, right? But definitely very important to know who you are, who you want to be in order to finally take those steps moving forward. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your evening. And tomorrow is the halfway point, day 45, and now definitely will be, you know, uh, weighing on the scale and taking the halfway point pictures, and we'll see if there's been difference. Once again, just feel a lot better, and that's all that's really important right now. It's just I feel a lot better, right? And once again, definitely do my best not to lean too much in each direction of positivity and negativity. It's just take it as it is and just move forward. All right, take good care. Thank you to my Twitch community for their love and support every single day, and it means a lot. And yeah, let's keep going. All right, take good care, and I'll catch you again.